Friday, Musk blasted Social Security as a Ponzi scheme in an interview with podcaster Joe Rogan.
Well, I mean, the government's one big pyramid scheme, if you ask me.
Yeah, well, you can tell me better than anybody.
Social Security is the biggest Ponzi scheme of all time.
Fresh protests erupted around Washington, D.C. on Monday, condemning President Trump and Elon Musk's deep cuts to the federal workforce. In Silver Spring, Maryland, hundreds of people rallied in front of the offices of NOAA, that's the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, days after the Trump administration laid off 650 NOAA workers nationwide. This is Mike Tidwell, director of the Chesapeake Climate Action Network.
I'm here with about 1,000 people at least, demanding that all dismissed workers at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration be reinstated immediately and no further cuts are made. NOAA is critical to safe seafood that we eat, to weather forecasts involving dangerous hurricanes. A million different ways NOAA is a critical part of our lives, and we need to keep this agency strong.
Over 1,000 people protested the NOAA layoffs in Boulder, Colorado, as well. Senate Republicans confirmed Linda McMahon as head of the Department of Education Monday in a 51-45 vote. Trump and McMahon have threatened to dismantle public education. Washington Democratic Senator Patty Murray spoke out against McMahon's confirmation from the Senate floor.
We need a Secretary of Education who will put students first, not billionaires, who will stand up for our kids, every single one of them, even if it means standing up to Donald Trump and Elon Musk. And, Madam President, on each of these accounts, Linda McMahon fails to make the grade.
President Trump's acting U.S. attorney in Washington, D.C. has demoted at least 8 senior federal prosecutors who worked on January 6th Capitol insurrection cases. Ed Martin, who's backed Trump's lies about the 2020 election, reportedly moved some prosecutors to entry-level jobs and compounded internal turmoil at the Justice Department. Last month, Ed Martin declared he and other federal attorneys are Trump's lawyers, in direct contradiction to his oath of office to be an independent, Constitution-abiding officer. The ACLU has filed a lawsuit challenging the Trump administration's planned transfer of 10 more immigrants to Guantanamo Bay. If successful, the case could lead to a broader halt on Trump's transfer policy, which legal and rights experts say is unlawful. The Pentagon sending over 5,000 more troops to the U.S.-Mexico border, including a Stryker Brigade combat team. This despite border crossings having sharply dropped in recent weeks. In other immigration news in Tacoma, Washington, dozens of imprisoned immigrants ended a 3-day hunger strike after ICE promised to address worsening conditions at the Northwest Detention Center. It was the 4th hunger strike since the start of the year.